Pork chops or chicken breasts with apples and pears. We have boneless pork chops here, and I was just malleting them out. Now, when we mallet, you should really just drop the mallet and push away from yourself or draw near yourself. My husband loves pork. My sister doesn't care for it, so I make this with chicken for her. On the same night, I make this with pork chop for him, right? And I just dredge it in a little bit of AP flour. And we shake off all of the excess of that, right? We've got the chops, salt, pepper, thyme, and now I'm gonna slide some olive oil, cooking grade olive oil, back over the flame. And we're gonna brown these guys up. You want the oil to ripple and start to have a little movement to it before you add the protein to the pan. So back here, we have apples and pears. I like to use fruit that's a little underripe. When I serve this, I usually take a cabbage of some sort, a small cabbage, because we grow cabbages, or you can shred up Brussels sprouts and cook them off with a little bit of pancetta or bacon or guanciale, pork cheeks. I just saute them up a little bit on the side because I really love the flavor of cabbage and that salty, fatty coating on the crispy cabbage to go alongside the fruit. For the fruit, we're going to add, it's cooking in butter. The apples and pears are cooking in butter. And we're gonna add a drizzle of honey, or as I said, maple syrup, because we always have maple syrup. So a little fat drizzle of honey or maple syrup. A pinch of cinnamon, or I use smoked cinnamon actually. I really love the flavor. The juice of half a lemon for a little brightness. And then a little bit of thyme, just like we put on the chops, which I should probably flip. And your choice of hard cider or cloudy cider. We've taken our pork chops, browned them, salt, pepper, and thyme out of the pan. In the pan, shallot, in the drippings, and a little butter, okay? Now we're going to add, and if you don't cook a lot with spirit, it's truly best because flame ups might surprise you. But I think it's fun, but if you don't dig it, what you should do is just pull the pan off of the stove. I'm adding a splash of brandy or apple brandy, Calvados, and we just add it off the stove and gently place it back on the stove. And then we're gonna add our cream. Remember, this is a la mode, right? So we're gonna put in about 3/4 of a cup of cream, as little as, or as much as you like. Recipes are just that. They're suggestions, and they're meant to just make people happy and to get them in the mood to share. That's what food is. It's about the feeling and the experience. It's not about perfection. It's not about who did this or who wrote that. It's about just getting in there and sharing something of yourself with whoever you love. And that includes yourself. So we're gonna take all of this creamy, delicious, kooky stuff. Put it over the top of that, okay? And then we're going to take a ton. This is from Oscar's near my house, they ship. This is XXX cheddar, the sharpest cheddar I've ever had. Put cheddar all over it, and then I'm gonna melt and brown this. Just putting the heat back under the Brussels sprouts with a little bit of guanciale or pancetta or bacon, whatever you like. And then the a la mode sauce with the browned cheese. I know, it's really heavy, but it's so delicious. So we're going to, oh my God. Shut the door. Shut the door.